Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Wednesday, 13th. A little late. I apologize. I was having some trouble. I was like loading, or not loading, like trying to put the picks in, and StreamYard kept like spinning and was like, no internet. I'm like, no internet, but yet everything else is working. I don't know. It happens. It happens with a live show. What am I going to do here? Like, subscribe, ring the bell here, win a free picks channel. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Podcast listeners, if you're listening on, I guess, Spotify or Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Amazon, thank you for tuning in. Whether you, obviously, it's after the fact, but hopefully you come to the YouTube Live for Look Headlines on Sunday nights. You don't miss Look Headlines show. That's always intrigue and excitement on a Sunday. Any hoot. All right, we hit the like, subscribes. We said Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Picks are posted as I speak. Give me a follow on the Twitter. So we tweeted, we liked. Let's get into your recap. I know you're patiently waiting for the recap. 1 and 3, I say, with our totals. Yankee totals, 2 overs go down. Kansas City split on theirs, 273 and 322. I said it would be an uphill battle to get to plus money. Let's at this. We still have about 2.5 weeks of games left. Like most teams have like 15 to 18 games left. We have the playoffs. Can we chip this down? I expect. I'm expecting to chip it down. Yes, but we you get the truth with me here. So here we are. That's the recap because there was no NFL on Tuesday, no college football on Tuesday, no college basketball, no NBA, no hockey. So there is that. Today's action. Let's go. Baseball, 1 game. And here's a slight little mini rant before I get to that game. So Seattle, I saw it was 331 spot. DraftKings had it at minus 310. And the take back 250. And a lot of times I'm like shop around for stuff. The spreads on these games. I mean, 60 cents. What the? It's freaking robbery, bro. Total robbery. You newbies don't know. Simple stuff back in the day. You bet a favor. It was 110. There was some maybe 115, maybe. Baseball, you're laying 220 or taking back 200. 6. I know. All right, let's go. Today's picks. Orioles, no bottom 9, minus the 120. I only say that because I thought about taking the Angels today as a big dog. Orioles, no bottom 9, minus 120. How about yesterday? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. So we got the Orioles here. NFL, these are all Sunday games, obviously. Titans under 45, Ravens under 45, Miami under 46.5. College football, K-State under 48, LSU minus 9.5, Florida plus 6.5. And on top of that, we do have the teasers from the other day. Green Bay plus 8, Tampa plus 6, New Orleans plus 6. College football, a double teaser. Memphis minus 7.5, UT San Antonio minus 2, Utah State plus 17. And Saturday, South Alabama plus 15, Houston plus 14.5, and Florida again plus 13.5. We put them out. I'm not. The lines move, folks, and we'll talk about that as the show goes on. That's like a little topic of the day. Getting back to yesterday here, so I have the Orioles no bottom 99, no bottom 9, no bottom 99. How about yesterday? Someone was like, "How about Orioles team total?" I think it was 3.5, and it was plus 102. I'm like, plus 102. What is that about? All right, Wainwright plus 102. Shady lady right there. And, well, you saw what happened. 5-2 loser. 5-2 loser. What else we saw? We saw Max Scherzer win. Well, actually, he didn't get there. He left the game hurt. Any kind of craziness? Peralta's doing his thing. Oakland A's win again. Colorado, I mentioned with the Cubos, you can't lay numbers on the road. The Dodgers crushed the Padres. And Cleveland does win. So we had some San Fran love in the chat yesterday. Did I have any write downs from yesterday's show? I didn't really write down anything from yesterday's action. There was no kind of crazy statements from the chat. Let's go to Dave leading off the thing. Higgs. I like the Cubbies money line. Here we go. This is like yesterday all over again with you, Dave. Yeah, the Cubs today. What could possibly go wrong here? They can't lose like 180 with Italian on the hill. And my money line, no less. Yeesh. Seattle run line. Why? I mean, you don't mind laying 180 or whatever it is. I don't have the live line in front of me because I saw Mr. Numbers came in the comments. Was like, hey, you were lagging. I'm thinking because I had a live thing running, scrolling behind me. So let me see if I can find a little line here. An up to date sort of live line here on this Cub game because it's just confusing to me how let's lay a 190 or a 180 with the Cubbies on the road, no less, but you won't lay at home with Seattle a 330. Like to me, what's the difference, bro? 180 on the road. You're gonna lay 180 on the road, but you won't lay 300 at home. I mean, if you're gonna be a crazy money line guy, go full blown insane. Lay the 300, Dave. The Blue Jays, Kikuchi. Whoa. I'm a Monty guy. I'm a Monty guy, and I'm pulling for Texas, Dave. Ray Renton's in the house. 3-2 yesterday on Cleveland Giants first 5 over, 4.5. Blue Jays money line and Rays under the 8.5. You like the under with Bradley and Keuchel, huh? Bold. That's a bold move there, Cotton. And Blue Jays, I just said I sort of liked Monty there. Cleveland Giants. I mean, hey, it's just tough doing overs with Cleveland for me, man. And I like Logan Allen. I do. I like him. Dave says best bet is Ryan Peepo under 5.5 Ks. I know who he is. You know how I know how the Peepo Depot is? You know how I know? Dave, look at this. Rookie of the years, Ryan Peepo, plus 35 to 1 at Caesars beginning of year. How about that? How would you like to lose a nice dime on those for the year? Not so good. Not so good. Doesn't help the cause. Doesn't help the cause when you take the 4 losers. But I'll tell you what helps it. When we start cashing overs like this, 1,500 on the Cubbies. Get it done. That's a winner. Anyway, yeah, Ryan Peepo. What happened to this clown? Dodgers. Ray Reddington says he's trailing Peepo's K prop. Dave says NFL picks Saints first quarter on Monday night against the Carolina Panthers. I'm not going to say no to that. Giants first half money line versus the Arizona Cardinals. Sure, I said on look at lines. I said that could be my favorite game of the week. And the Packers minus. I almost want to say like a 1.5, just because that's where my mind is when we're talking about baseball real fast. This I'm not. I like Green Bay. I told you I'm not the president. That is Rob Franklin, president of the Jordan Love fan club. But I do like Love. I said the Packers were going to be good this year. I told you to take them in week 1. Maybe you listened. Miz says Arizona run line with Zach Gallen on the hill. Is he going to perform on the road, Miz? Still waiting. Miz, I need what you want for Grayson Rodriguez. I'm still waiting for you to tell me the guy's garbage here. What's happening? What's happening with your 90? What your Orioles go win 100 games? Everybody. St. Louis money line. He's fading his O's. Here we go. San Fran under 8. Yes. Washington over the 9 against the Pirates. You even got pitchers today. Jackson Rutledge on the hill for what? This to me, and I was doing Ross and Jesse. We were talking baseball today. I said, I had these double headers yesterday, the totals. Today, I'm looking at the card. I'm just shaking my head. How are you? Tell me what you know about Jackson Rutledge. You want to bet the over in this game? Mets under 8.5 with Gallon on the hill. Joey Lucchese. Oh, Lucchese. Remember he was pretty good with the Padres a couple years back? I kind of liked him. I think if he's healthy, he's not bad. He's a decent 5-6 inning guy, which in today's standards of baseball is excellent. I could go under with you, yes. Willie Reese is in the house. Brave guy. Loves Atlanta. Take the Braves today with Strider, he says, against Christopher Sanchez. I would just probably look to an over in this game. Braves hit. Strider does give up a couple runs a game. J-Rock, Yankees under. Never in doubt yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I turned the game on, and by turn on, it means I came in, I flipped on my computers here, and I had MLB on. I saw it was like 3-2, and Yanks had bases loaded. I'm like, here we go. All we need is like a double to open things up a little bit. No. It was a never in doubter. You were a winner, J Rock. I'm a loser. I said the overs yesterday. Did not get done. Willie's left. What are you talking about the Braves? What's this? Is this for the Braves today or tomorrow? Is this for yesterday's game? The Braves? Willie's a big Brave guy, I guess. T-Money. Hello, my friend. Great day in baseball, but the Cubbies, Red Sox, the Nationals could all burn. I mean, the Cubbies. What are we doing? I mean, I just told Dave he's in here rolling out 180s on the road. I don't get it. I'm not 180s on the road. I'm shocked everybody's not on the Astros. Nobody Astros could lose again today. Tony C's in the house, my guy. J Rock says K-State, LSU, Oklahoma State, Minnesota, UNC under. So the K-State line looks a little heavy. I'm not gonna. I hate to throw out Mr. Chalk, who kind of likes him there. LSU, I do like LSU. I'll be talking about that in a bit with Detroit Lenny and Hannah. Okie State, I don't like Oklahoma State. I've said this for both Oklahomas, Sooners and the State here. I mean, two teams. No, thank you. I mean, I got South Alabama in the teaser here. They're up in the teaser. NC under 49.5. I had no real thought on that one. And good morning to you, Willie, as well. T-Money says Olsen 2 hits plus at a plus 270 was a gift last night and plus 145 for your guy. Dansby Swanson did a little parlay today. Olsen, Turner, Harper, 2 bases each. Did the same but swapped Olsen and Acuna Jr. Is that what time's that game today? That's a night game. I thought, what's today? Wednesday? I thought maybe it'd be a getaway day, but it's a night game. T-Money said, of course, the over 8 in a Royals game. How could I not? Yes. Willie Reese likes the Rays today with Taj Bradley on the hill. I'm not a lover of Taj Bradley. I think he's going to be good. He hasn't been that good this year. It is Dallas Keuchel. I saw him get just blitz down here in Sugarland. I'd probably lean over to this game, though, honestly. J-Rock says Minnesota. Look at this. Head to head. Willie says the Rays. J-Rock says Minnesota. That should be, I should do that as the poll. Let me roll over to YouTube. It'll probably induce a lag. I'm sorry, Mr. Numbers, for lagging you. But let's run a poll here on the old who you got. And here we go. Let's start a poll. Who you got? we go. Let's get the crowd involved. Let's get the crowd involved. Here you go. Poll is posted. Get on it. I'm winning free picks. T-Money says, showing the days of plus even money. Heck, I used to win. It's 105s. Now it's all 120s. I mean, forget about even money on stuff like that. I mean, those are rare anyway. Twins, I know. You're the poll, J-Rock. It's you versus Willie in the poll today. Tony C says the O's today for sure. Oh, my goodness. Tony C's busted out of for sure. Oh, yeah. You all but killed my no bottom nine here, Tony, with that. Come on. Locking it with the King is in the house on a Wednesday. Are the Rangers back after the slide they had this past month? I know about that, but Monty's going to keep you in the game, so I don't mind taking a Monty at plus money. Don's in the house. Premium guy, my guy, Higgs. Yeah, he's got me SA Cash Giants under, never in doubt. I like the under against that. I like the under too. Anytime Cleveland's on playing, I'll look at a Cleveland under for sure. Detroit Lenny saying Ray Reddington is back. Sabbat hit the like. It's even hour. Good luck unless you're against me. Detroit Lenny's coming in and be like, hey, Higgs, you have bet, win, repeat today, basically. Ray is alive. Good to see him. We are happy he's back. Mr. Hills in house. Rockies game over. Cubs game over. Well, the Rockies are playing the Cubs. So chances are you are going to hit that. You're either going to be 2-0 or 0-1 because they play each other. J-Rock says Vikings Jefferson under 94.5 yards. AJ Brown over 74.5 receiving yards. We have props up. We got numbers up already for. Oh, that's tomorrow. Duh. I'm like, we got Sunday games. Today's Wednesday. That's a Thursday night game, Minnesota and the Eagles. If you're interested, the Thursday game is posted. I have up 61% out of the gate. Thursday night winner on the site is up. You could buy a week of my plays that'll include 15 NFL games and 12 college football for just $31.20. Use the link. I do not know why. I got to call Craig Job, be like, I'm 8-5, and I'm not even listed on the leaderboard for NFL. What is that about? What's that about? T-Money, if we're talking NFL, I'll bet Seattle on the money line against the Lions, the Ravens money line versus the Bengals and the Dolphins -2. Why won't you lay 145 with the Dolphins? T-Money, I may take the Rams, but that one worries me. That one should worry you. Bruce Green, welcome. Phillies over Blue Jays. This is Erica. Hello, Erica. So Phillies over today with Strider on the hill. I could say yes to that. Braves hit, Phillies hit. Strider, as good as he is, he still gives up about 3 runs a game. So I could do that with you. Blue Jays over, I don't know. I don't know. Give me some. I would lean under in that game just because Monty's gonna give up like 3, and I don't think Kikuchi gets shelled. Texas is still young, hitter wise. I'd lean under in that one, but Phillies, yes. Miz is in the house. Starter for Pitt has an 80 ERA. All right. I'm not Fats coming in. Cubbies -180. The Blue Jays over Monty's and the Mariners on the run line. I can't tell you to do that. I said yesterday with the Cubs. Why we do? I mean, I don't want to lay 180s. It's just me. I mean, yeah, maybe they win. They should win. I mean, the Astros should have won too. They've dropped 2 in a row to the A's. I don't want to lay that number. And I like the Rangers and Monty today. Didn't bet it. Only thing I got going today is that under the no bottom 9, I should say, not the under. Baltimore no bottom 9. And Mariners, I want to take the Angels. I don't understand how a team could be a 320, 330 favorite, and if you want to take the dog, you're getting 250. Ridiculous. Shut down these books. I'm not fast as Peepo Wonder case. He wants to go against Mr. Dave's Peepo bet. No, no. Dave has Peepo Wonder as well, right? Peepo Wonder. How is the old Peepo? I'm probably saying his name wrong, but I don't care. I don't pronounce guys' names. I don't try to pronounce their names. I'm going to make fun of guys' names. Peepo, 3K, 3K, 6K, 5Ks. Weird. More innings, less case. Huh. Interesting. Lane Elliott is in the house. Higgs, I grabbed KC -4.5. That's not light. No, not a lot to like on a college slate, so it might be a little light for me. I put a couple up in the YouTube Premium. I think there's 5 college football I added today. I put a video up of 5 college football for you can't beat that, folks, if you're on YouTube Premium for winning free picks. $4.99 a month, of which I get a whopping like $2 maybe. And I just added 5 games for this week. Not too shabby for college football. All premiums. I'm not fat. Oriole stunk it up versus Wainwright the GOAT. I mean, what was that about? Although I said it yesterday, that total, 3.5 team total plus 102. No thanks. Scott, Cubs break out of the streak of 7 unders. That'd be nice. I mean, I still am holding on to slight hope Cubbies to win the Central. I like the Rays today with Taj Bradley. I mean, I got no opinion on Taj. Probably an over in that game. Jays, I like Monty. What do you think about the Rays? Are they looking at the Baltimore 4-game Hunter Brown over case? I don't like Taj Bradley. He just has, I mean, down the road, I like him. I think he's going to be good. Here, early game, Twins are a playoff team. It is what it is. I'd maybe look at the over in that game. I'd look at the over. And the Hunter Brown over case. Well, I don't think he's pitched well of late. What's his total? 6.5? 5.5, 9.5, 7, 4, 4, 4, 4. So we got a bunch of 4s. He's given up runs, 6 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, 6 runs, 0 runs, 5. And the 0 runs were in a relief appearance. He went 2 innings. So his last starts 5, 6, 6, and 3, then a 3 and a 2. I don't know if I'm looking to go over. I mean, I know it's the A's. I mean, the A's of Blackburn. They've won 7 of his last 10 starts, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Nevada Mavericks in the house. What about Liberty versus Buffalo? I like Liberty minus 3.5. Nevada here. I did a little Mac preview, and again, I do the little preview videos, and they're not long, 7 to 10 minutes. I talk about the team for about a minute or two, just kind of give it a broad stroke. And a Buffalo fan came in like, oh, this, and that about Buffalo. And then you see them lose last week, right? Didn't they lose? I'm pulling it up the matchup here in a spot where they probably should have won. I mean, lose to Fordham. But does this line look a little quote unquote too easy to take Liberty? I'm back. Sorry. Get it to the. I'm sure you heard me say. I think it looks a little too easy to take Liberty here. I would lean. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm leaning a little Buffalo. Little Buffalo Bull action. And you give up 40 points to Fordham. Again, now you're a 3.5 point. It doesn't seem right. It does not seem right to me. To me, it screams to take Buffalo here. That's it. Official take Buffalo. Nick says, Higgs, good morning. Hit the like button today. Thank you for hitting the like button. Hit the like. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button. Hit the dislike button. Nevada Mavericks upset. I like Buffalo, perhaps. He's like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I can't believe you like Toronto over the Rangers. I can't believe, He said to take the A's the last 2 days. He's crazy. I'm on a Rays today. Rockies over in the Giants money line. Giants under. Rockies. I mean, I don't want to take the Cubs, but I also don't want to bet the Rockies. And the Rays game, I like the overs. Rob says no bottom nine. I agree, Robert. It's the only pick for baseball today that I put out. Orioles, no bottom nine, minus the 120. Let's get it. Jesse Schul's in the house. Tampa, Minnesota's got the over in the Rays. Twinkie early action. Good to hear. Good to hear. Maverick likes the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Let's go to the Big Ten. Minnesota, North Carolina, off the big game, Carolina. Right here we go. You pull out a crazy one versus Appalachian State, and it is a big app. Appy. Do you think they want to keep scheduling Appalachian State? You lose to Appalachian State. This one comes down a nail biter. Uh, yeah, Minnesota. Again, this would be like an under for me. I'd lean under in this game here. Just you're always going to get a ugly Minnesota offense. Defense is there. I mean, you're off a game. You give up 30 something to Appalachian. You're going to ramp that up a little bit to get back a little bit of your respect. Mini can play the defense. I don't hate it. I think this game could be I think they could get in a number here. Whether it's a backdoor to lose by 4, either way, I could do a little PJ Fleck crew. Row the boat, baby. Jackie Rose comes in. Colorado Cubbies under the 12. I mean, I don't hate it. This is a game. I mean, Talion. The other day, I'm like, I think T Money was like, oh, you got to take Talion strikeouts. I'm like, you out of your mind with this guy? He ended up pitching like a no hitter for 7 innings or something. No, thank you for me, Jackie. Device says, poll not popping up. Poll's not in. Are you on winning free picks, Nevada Maverick? There's no poll. Where is the poll? It's right here. I see the poll. It is posted. I see the poll right now. 64% of the poll here has Willie and Tampa Bay over J-Rock and the Twins. Again, you got to be on the winning free pick side of it. Randy says, I was thinking about the Dolphins over the Broncos week 3, first game on Earth. Randy, I said this on Sunday. I said it on Midday Money on Monday. Dolphins, and they're only, I think, a 3-point fave on the opening number here. And I have not bet this, 6-point fave, which is why I did not bet it. The first look number was 3.5. Then it opened at 6. So I was not invested in it. Normally I'll grab a game or two here early in the week when the lines come out because, yes, I do look at lines on Sunday, but I do write down the numbers on a Wednesday when the lines come out and off of the numbers that they're initially reported in August when they do the season wins here. I want to see how they do on a Sunday night because here's the thing with that. You're playing the Patriots. That's going to be the public perception of them coming in. And at 6, believe it or not, I want to lean to the Broncos. I want to lean to the Broncos there. If it was 4, I'd be like, okay, give me the Dolphins there. And then it gets bet up. At 6, I just think the thought process of people would be like, no way, Miami doesn't win by a touchdown. Did you see him put up 30-something points against LA? Total is 45.5 in that game, by the way. T-Money, when the Twins make a run, I'm taking credit for it. They've been rolling the last 6 weeks. I said earlier that the Twins had the best starting pitchers way back in May. They had 0 hitting. Gray, Ryan, Ober, these guys were dealing left and right. Lopez, they can pitch. The problem is you got a lineup that hits 220. And when you run into a good pitcher, and I'll bring this up because I talked about it, was it a month ago when they played the Orioles? I had a bunch of unders in that series. In Baltimore, again, it was 2-1. Same thing in Toronto or in Minnesota. A bunch of unders because you got Decent pitching going. Teams that strike out a ton. Under City. Under City with the Twins in the playoffs. Michael Amato, what do you say, fella? Good to see you on a Wednesday. And Memphis over Army minus 14.5. So let's get to the early game here on Thursday. And I don't know about Army, but covering against Navy 14.5, I think they should. Next is this I had over in the White Sox, over in play White Sox 8.5. Second inning, they scored 5 runs and nothing. Yeah, I had you over in both games, Nick. You don't got to come in here and kick me when I'm down. Red Sox are fading. You know, I ended up doing the overs yesterday. And I said in here, I was like, I took the Phillies the other day as a home dog. They're a dog in both game. This one here, I probably should have did the same with the Yanks because I'm not high on the Red Sox. I just figured the over was a play. We got bad pitching, decent hitting clubs, hitters park. I'm kicking myself for not grabbing the Yanks as a dog in both games. Same with Kansas City. Tough to sweep. Worst case, it goes 1-1 and you make money. Dumb. I'm a dumb guy. Tony said I got loose hit a home run today for the Twins plus 450. The old homer props coming up. Michael Amato says Lions over Seattle laying the 5.5. Well, again, Mike, if we watched, when we do the little look headlines to talk about things ahead of time, this was on I think Friday after the Lions game. I said, take the Lions -3 today. Don't hurt yourself. I know everyone wants to run to bed in games and nerf fees and race to 3 runs kind of nonsense. I got Detroit -3 on Win the Free Picks page and on Picks and Parlays. Because on Thursday, I told you, or on Friday, no matter the outcome of that game on Sunday with Seattle, the fact they lost even bumps up even more. That line was going to move because the thought process would have been, oh, Detroit, you start thinking about it. Okay, there was no Kelsey playing. I get it. But you know what? We didn't do anything. We couldn't do anything, right? We still stole the win. Imagine if we play good. I'm not telling you to take a 5.5 line. I told you on Friday, Michael, to take a -3. 2.5 even on the opener. It was 3 on Friday. I mean, 5.5. Should they win? Yeah, Seattle got some line. They lost a couple offensive linemen. But my line is gone. I will move on. I'm happy with my -3 and just keep churning along 60-some% winners by not worrying about betting a nerfy or a hip prop the next day. Eric says, Higgs, Yankees money line today. Am I not taking the Giants in my survivor pick next week? Yeah, Yankees, why not? Especially if you had them yesterday. They won twice. They swept a doubleheader. You're up money with the Yankees in the series. No, the Giants. I said this on Look Ahead Lines, Eric. Were you in the Look Ahead Line show Sunday night? And again on Monday. The Giants get blasted on TV, 40-0. I said, the Jets, and I told you I kind of like the Bills there. We had the under in the show. I said, Jets lose here. You have the perception of the Cowboys destroying a team, the Jets losing at home, the Giants embarrassed on TV going on a road against a team who hung tough. People would think, ooh, maybe Arizona's real. The line came down. The Giants have a good coach. Everything went wrong out of the gate. Survivor. This is game of the decade type material here. Dude! What up, Sean? Orioles and Braves today. Orioles no bottom 9 -120 for me. -120. No bottom 9. I don't want to lay a 170. I mean, we saw them lose yesterday. Teams lose. They do. Even them, they're going to win 100 games. The Orioles are still going to lose 60. Not laying 170. With Gibby on the hill, who, by the way, Gibby is sporting an ERA of +5. It's over 5. Braves with Strider. I love Spencer Strider. My Cy Young ticket's probably dead, although my Snell one is alive and kicking. Like the over in the Braves game. Lane in the house. Eric, not all lean Giants this week, but I haven't bet it. I don't know why we're waiting. Willie Reese. I like the Rays for the fact of winning over 100 games, which is enough fight for the Rays. I mean, I understand. I mean, is that a goal for them to win 100 games? I mean, they've done that. I mean, this is a team been to the World Series. I think they're past little motivation stuff like that. I think with everything going on off the field, Pitt and forget about him. I don't want to mention his name. The pitching woes, the injuries. I think this kind of flips back to the Tampa with a chip on their shoulder, like the no payroll Tampa team. Like they're kind of dangerous. I just wish the pitching was a little better. The injuries really caught up to the staff. Eric says, thank you, Lane, for agreeing with the Giants. J-Rock says, Guardians money line. J-Rock likes the Liberty over Buffalo. I'm leaning to Buffalo now. Don Price, I feel like taking a shot on the Angels earlier today. If I was getting what I should be getting, which is probably like a $2.90 or $3, yeah, give me Seattle. 100%. 100%. But I mean, come on, we're getting 260 here, Don. What is that about? White Sox and the Royals over again. Steven Cruz, why not? Yes. Go over the total. Take that over. Take that. I liked them yesterday. I had them both yesterday, Rob. I'll come back today with you. George Wood says the Vikings plus 7.5. I bought the hook. Minnesota against the Eagles here on a Thursday night. I got no real thought on a side in that game. I do have the total posted. Daniel says K-State minus the points. I'm a K-State guy, so I kind of like K-State, yes. Michael A says Orioles team total over 5.5 even money. They should get there today. I mean, they didn't get there yesterday. Drew Rom on a hill. Although our guy Miz will tell us how the O's are against lefties, but I say they get one back. Air Force. The old Falcons. The old Air Force Falcons. Let's pull up some Air Force versus Utah State. You like them in the first half minus 6 here. And I got to say, I have – oh, not on that one. That is the wrong one. I got to bring up the right banner. And there it is. There it is. Actually, no, this is not the right banner. That's not the right banner. Where is the teaser banner? Here we go. Utah State in the teaser. I have a bunch of banners. I'm sorry, dear George. I like the Aggies to keep it close there in the teaser. I'm like, where's the banner? I'm like, what's happening here? I can't find a banner. I don't know where my comments are. Cubbies first 5 minus a half today. What is the juice on that game? Considering they're 180 faves. Actually, I love taking teams the following week of getting blank personally. How about, besides getting blank, I saw on Twitter, double-digit losers in week 1. Seattle, Carolina, Bengals, Colts, Steelers, Texans, Bears, and Giants. In week 2, teams off the double-digit week-long loss, 51-33, 61%. Steve says, Sean, we have the Pats plus 115, Denver minus 3, Niners minus 8, and Detroit minus 6. So you got the Pats at home, a little bit of a dog. I understand the thinking, right? Everybody see what you saw out of Miami. I get it. Denver over Washington. I don't hate there. I had Denver in week 1. I even got to check. I'm going to show you my week 2. Broncos. Got to check. I like them. Niners minus 8 and Detroit minus 6. Well, I mean, that number for Detroit, Steve, I said on Friday, midday money, take Detroit minus 3. We have another guy in here that had him at 5.5. I don't know why we're laying this kind of number. You could add him at 3. And the Niners, again, you could have had the Niners at 6 early. Now, I don't mind the even 8 here, though. I was down on Niners. I thought the Niners were going to lose to Pittsburgh. Rams off a big upset win, but I think the Rams come a little bit back to earth, and I think the Niners offense, uh, we've seen them put up points against the Rams the last 10 times they played. I don't think it's any different here because I think the Rams are worse. I think Niners are as good or as better as they've been in the past. Groovy's in the house. Patience is key when you're on a losing streak. Wait till November and hockey with Ray. We love Ray's hockey. We need Ray's hockey in here. Although, Groovy, you were here. Me and Ray went head to head that second year, and I was kind of beating him, and he disappeared. He ran away, and I got out to a little lead on the ice with him. But Markel's in the house. I'm on the O's. That's it. I like the O's. No bottom nine. No bottom nine. Jesse Schul says, Hurricane coming. Got to get Kyle on the phone and check where I can buy early on weather unders. Where's this? Where at for an underwear? Where at? Which games? Groovy Caps. Markel, you taking the Bengals this Sunday? Bill McDonald says, do you like the Patriots plus? I do lean Patriots and the under. Obviously, I do have the under here in the chat. I did not bet the Patriots, though. Did not bet the Patriots. 15 games? That's not one of them. Bill says Vikings plus the 7 Thursday and the under. I have the total on the sites. And sidewise, I don't know where I'm, I haven't posted anything yet. I don't. That's how I feel about it. Miz says, lock the. Lock. Bengals over Ravens. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, Bengal backers. Nevada Mavericks in ass. What game do you think is the biggest upset coming this weekend in college football? Florida over Tennessee. Florida over Tennessee. And if we're talking upsets, I'm gonna immediately go to like the quote unquote top 25 kind of game matchups like that. That's what I'll, there might be some smaller favorite, or smaller school, but I'm going to just go off the ranking. But then Michael says, I'm kind of leaving Ravens, Groovy. Groovy says, oh no, Miz, here comes the pen. You knew the pen was coming out. The pen. I love it. Muddy Line Markel says, I'm on the under tomorrow in the Vikings game. Miz says, Orioles Interleague 29-9 to the under against lefties. Take the under, folks, says Miz. And as much as I love Miz and he's an Oriole guy, the fact that he wanted to trade Grayson Rodriguez in April. Miz, can you say I was right about Grayson? Not that I'm right. That you just overreacted by just dumping him after a couple poor outings as a rookie. I'm not going to let up on that. That's almost as bad. Let me take Groovy off the trade Grayson for anything is almost as bad as T-Money coming in here yesterday, 2 days ago, with 21 games left in the regular season, saying the Padres can make the playoffs, and they were eliminated the next day or that day. Groovy says, "Don't trust the Viking defense, Markel." J Rock says, "Oh, should win. Bit of bad luck. I said 9 hits, 2 runs." Yeah, J Rock. The minute that came up with the run, with the total was a plus 102. That kind of stuff worries. I'm like, that's. And I think I said this before in the show. I'll do a total, over, under, whatever case would be. And I'm getting plus money on it. I'm always like, why am I even putting this in? I know it's a loser. In my head, I know it's not going to work out for me. But then Michael, it's true, but I'm only betting because primetime unders are a thing. Here we go. Me, Jesse, and Ross did our Winner Circle show today. We spent the first 20 minutes talking about stuff like this where people just want to bet because it's an early game, it's a primetime game, it's this, right? You don't have to. It's a thing. I remember when it wasn't a thing. I remember when Thursday night overs were like hitting all the time because it was just ridiculous, crappy football. I just bet it because I think it's a thing. Oh, boy, Marco. J-Rock says, Cubbies run lines minus 122. That's better than the minus 180. I mean, you want to lay 180? Manila Markel is on the Lions first half. Yes, I could do that. Be pumped up at home. Crowd behind them. Yes. Groovy says the Broncos impressed me even if they lost. Good pick Higgs this Sunday. Here's the thing with the Broncos, and I had them. I thought the defense is there, and Peyton would improve the offense. Oh, I mean, we just need the offense to go from crap, awful to bad, and you'd get an improvement. I mean, you're up 16-10. You can't put that Raider team away. Sad. Michael Lamato says Florida State team total over 36.5 versus BC. Yeah, I could see them pumping up a bit there. J Rock says Tennessee my 6.5. I like them more than a lot of people do. You like the Vols? I don't. Give me Florida. Actually, with all the double-digit losers, expect for the team with the rookie QBs. We'll be on all those double-digit losers. I mean, let's run them down. Now you got Seattle at 6, but you're missing, I think, what, 2 or 3 offensive linemen? You're down a couple starters now on the offensive line. That's a question mark for me, which is why I'm sure the line went from 3 to 6 instead of 4.5 or 5. I mean, that's just a big jump. Carolina's got a rookie quarterback. Bengals off a bad performance. Colts rookie quarterback. Pittsburgh 2.5. Again, part of it's a performance. You have a second-year quarterback who looked terrible, and again, you got some injury concerns there as well. I mean, they lose their tackle, right? Hayward's out. Like, you lose a big defensive guy versus a team who wants to run it, could be a problem. Houston, young quarterback. The Bears. You want to take the Bears? 5-21. Josh Fields. The guy has 4 under 100-yard passing games in those losses, and he has 0 300-yard passing games. I mean, the one to jump on out of all would be the Giants. Head coach is there, and you're just off an anomaly kind of bad game. And Cincy. I mean, Cincy's, I think, 1-9 versus Cleveland or something like that. Gophers upset UNC. That won't be a shocker to me. That's not a total shocker to me. Oh, yeah. NC's ranked as well. Okay. Maybe a little more of a shocker since Minnesota's on the road, but I get it. I'll put it up there with my Florida one, yes. Miss says I was wrong about Rodriguez. Thank you, Miss. Finally. It took you to September the 13th to admit that one. You got some good young players there. I'd really like to see you guys bring in some kind of off-season starting pitcher, whether it's like an old guy like Aaron Nola, somebody. Some kind of older guy. I mean, again, who knows? You guys could win the World Series this year, and that's a moot point. You got it wrapped up, and you can do whatever you want. You're good for the next 5 years. The gut punch for St. Louis was the guy traded for Flannery. Why? He hit a home run or something, I say? Groovy says, Higgs, do you believe in Baker Mayfield? I told you on Look Headlines 2 weeks ago, I said, take Tampa Bay to beat Minnesota. I told you on the Look Headlines show this Sunday, I said, take Tampa Bay to beat the Bears. And now that line for Tampa was a +1.5. That's what I got Tampa at, +1.5. Now they're -3. It's not a question of believing in him. He's good enough to get the job done, which in today's day and age of football, because there's so many garbage quarterbacks, yeah, I guess I do believe him because he's got some guys around him, and if he keeps it, not making. Last week, they have anybody winning that game? I mean, Cousins had 300 yards. I mean, he had interception, fumbles, bad things happen. Baker just went out there, didn't turn the ball over. They executed when they had to. That's how you win games. Yeah, everybody loves the sexiness. Everybody loves Mahomes. Look at Mahomes and Burrow and Josh Allen. Look at this. I mean, again, Baker's not in that level, but he's going to win you games. And in the South, rookie quarterback in Carolina. Second year, basically a rookie in Atlanta. Are you sold on the Saints? Tampa, 10-1 to win the South. J-Rock, primetime Cousins is a thing. Primetime Cousins. Almost as bad as Daniel Jones in night games. 1-11 now, 1-12. J-Rock says Baker's own dad doesn't believe in him. J-Rock, any horse picks? Yeah, that's my little horse in there. Speaking of horses, let it ride, people. It's on Prime. Go buy it for $4.99. I know it's a giant spot, but are you laying 5.5? Maybe a first half play for the. I said on Look Ahead Lines, Bill. Were you here Sunday night on Look Ahead Lines? Halftime, Look Ahead Lines. Every Sunday night at halftime in the game, I said Giants might be my favorite play of the week this week. Favorite play of the week. Eric has never said it would be pretty. It's definitely not pretty. Steve says, I kind of like the Texans in this spot. I sort of lean Texans too. I'm not being involved in this game at all. Eric says, in my office pool, I go against the grain a lot. Only way to win. Groovy says, trade Fields to the Jets for second round picks. Why would the Jets give a second round pick to that guy? I mean, they already got a trash quarterback in Wilson. They already got their own guy who hasn't done much. Let's trade for another guy who hasn't done anything? Makes perfect sense. Miss says, Ron was the Oriole pitcher traded for Flannery, pitching tonight for St. Louis. Oh, okay. Oh, guy pitching. I thought it said guy pitching. I thought it was like a gut punch because yesterday's guy hit a 3-run home or something. Misread. I'm sorry, Miss. I'm sorry. So Rom's pitching who they trade Flannery for. All right, well, they should have a scouting report on them to take care of business, right? Pounded sports betting and sports cards says Western Kentucky over Ohio State. Yes, take the points there. I'm not an Ohio State guy at all. No way. No, thank you. Bowling Green plus 40.5 versus Michigan. Well, Ohio State has Notre Dame on deck. Good look at spot for them, or a flat kind of spot. I get it. And Michigan laying a 40. Yeesh. Why is K-State minus 5.5 such a public fave? K-State did open at 2.5, by the way. Just so everybody knows. I happen to have a K-State 2.5 ticket. Nevada Mavericks is Carson Wentz to the Jets. There you go, Carson Wentz. I'm surprised they don't bring back Joe Flacco. He knows the system. Joe Flacco, Matt Ryan. You want to bring in an older guy behind him? Let Wilson play. Let him play. He started the year hurt last year. Remember he was hurt? And I was like, this guy's, if he's healthy, give him a shot. Give him a shot. Groovy Cat says 130 years of Ohio State football. Not one QB from our state ever became a pro NFL QB. Yeah. The QB talk, I've done it a bunch of times with the rookies and guys who take it the first round, like, oh, he's a franchise. Like, I hear the music goes off. The draft music goes off in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes. How many failures? Sam Darnold, baby. Yes, comeback player of the year. Now I think the Niners have to trade him for that to happen. No. All right, I got to roll out because I got to go do some Detroit Lenny chat. So, hit the like on the way out. Midday Monday, 7 days a week. The Look Ahead Line Show. Picks and parlays, people. If you didn't answer the poll on Winning Free Picks, it's on Winning Free Picks. It's the same stuff. It's the same channel. It's called Winning Free Picks. That's where I do the videos. The poll is ending. And 77% on Tampa Bay today in early action. Just so everybody knows. Holy cow. 77%. Whoosh. That's a big chunk of the show. Well, not a big chunk of the show, but it's a lot of people saying that the Rays get it done. All right. I'm rolling on out of here. Everybody have a good Wednesday. See you all.